Brothers, gather around. Let's dig deeper into this hilarious but critical truth bomb, post-nut clarity. This isn't just some fleeting meme or locker room joke. It's a powerful moment of clarity that, when harnessed properly, could legitimately save your life. And I'm not exaggerating. One misstep, fueled by lust and poor judgment, and you could find yourself starring in your own Shakespearean tragedy titled A Fool and His Regrets. Let's start with the serious, science-backed stuff. You see, when you're caught up in a tidal wave of sexual tension, your brain is in a hostile takeover mode. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for rational thought, decision-making, and impulse control, is basically tied up in the basement while your limbic system, emotional and pleasure center, runs the show. It's like a drunk pirate captain at the helm of your ship yelling, "Let's sail straight into those jagged rocks, boys." But here's the twist. Post-nut clarity resets the ship. After ejaculation, your brain releases prolactin, a hormone that reduces sexual desire and brings you back down to earth. Studies even show that prolactin is partly responsible for that calm after the storm feeling and allows you to engage your logical mind again. Stat drop. A study published in Biological Psychology found that after sexual release, men's dopamine, pleasure chemical levels drop while serotonin, stabilizing, mood-regulating chemical, increases. Translation: you go from all gas, no brakes, to maybe I shouldn't text my ex at 2 a.m. So yes, there's science behind why the dumbest decisions often happen when you're loaded with tension, and science also explains why clearing the pipes restores sanity. Now, let's get to the real-world implications, because the stakes are high. We live in a world filled with temptation and fleeting distractions. Whether it's texting an ex you swore you'd never talk to again. She's changed, bro. Spoiler, she hasn't. Swiping right on a red flag you can spot from a mile away, but somehow she seems different this time. Risking your career, finances, or reputation for a few hours of instant gratification. Post-nut clarity is like having a cheat code for self-control. Imagine you're teetering on the edge of a bad decision, be it infidelity, hooking up with someone questionable, or making an emotional commitment you'll regret. Instead of acting on impulse, you call a timeout by handling your business in private. Afterward, what seemed like an amazing idea pre-release now looks like a dumpster fire in broad daylight. Think of it like this: your brain was trying to sell you a lemon of a car. After the fog clears, you check under the hood and realize the engine's shot, the tires are bald, and the warranty expired 2 years ago. Let's talk examples. These are real scenarios where post-nut clarity has pulled men back from the brink of disaster. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, was this close to crossing the line with a coworker. It started innocent enough. Flirtatious banter over lunch, lingering glances during meetings, but one night, after too many drinks, temptation came knocking. He excused himself, took a moment, and boom! Post-nut clarity hit him like a freight train. He realized he was about to blow up his marriage, his reputation, and his kids' respect for him, all for a moment of fleeting pleasure. Crisis averted. Another guy I know almost fell into the nostalgic ex trap. You know the one, scrolling through old photos thinking, maybe we could make it work again. But before sending that cringeworthy "you up" text, he had the presence of mind to handle things himself. Post-nut clarity swooped in, and he remembered why they broke up. Toxic arguments, constant stress, and zero compatibility. Like the entrepreneur you mentioned, mixing business with pleasure can be a terrible move. Sure, that captivating woman at the conference looks like a great idea at the moment. But ask yourself, what if she's a coworker's ex? What if HR finds out? What if you're stuck awkwardly avoiding her every time you return to work? Take a time out, gain clarity, and save yourself from becoming office gossip. Here's the truth, brothers. Self-control is sexy, You know what isn't sexy? Being the guy who tanks his life because he couldn't put the brakes on his urges. Post-nut clarity is nature's reset button. It's a tool for men who want to lead disciplined, meaningful lives. Let's bring in Jocko Willink here because he puts it perfectly. Discipline equals freedom. When you master your impulses, you unlock the freedom to live without regret. You avoid messy entanglements, chaotic relationships, and foolish choices that derail your purpose. Let's take this one step further. Avoiding STDs. A reckless hookup that seemed worth it won't feel that way if you end up in a doctor's office hearing bad news. Preventing unplanned pregnancies. Raising a child isn't something you wing. Don't let a moment of passion dictate 18+ years of responsibility. Preserving your reputation. It takes years to build trust and character, but one dumb mistake to destroy it. Brothers, the lesson here is clear. Master your desires before they master you. Next time lust has you by the throat, take a moment. Handle your business. Then stand tall with post-nut clarity as your shield. You'll make decisions with your brain, not your impulses. Be the man who acts with intention, not desperation. The world needs disciplined, strong men. Men who know that a moment of weakness can lead to a lifetime of regret. It's better to jerk off than to be a jerk off, so be disciplined, be intentional. And if you're ever in doubt, remember, post-nut clarity is your secret weapon. Don't forget to subscribe to the Entering Manhood channel and sign up for our weekly Bro Chat newsletter. Stay strong, brothers.